What's up, everybody? It's I, James, here streaming live from Los Angeles with a special treat for all you train simulator fans. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Right in front of our eyes. The latest release from DTG. The latest release for Train Simulator 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Amtrak E8 locomotive. You are watching it live. In the flesh. Current. I welcome you to tonight's stream. I welcome you to Hybrid Hobby. Subscribers, viewers, newcomers. Welcome. Again, tonight we are going to be touring. We're going to be running. We're going to be getting the nitty-gritty about this beautiful new locomotive released today. As I get ready to turn on the sound here, I again welcome everybody to the stream. We are going to be running this beautiful locomotive from Los Angeles down south through Orange County, and we'll be finishing in San Clemente, the San Clemente Pier, right on the ocean, the Pacific Ocean tonight. Nice little run. Let's see if we can knock it all out. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the Amtrak E8. Alright, so I've noticed a lot of the complaints in the reviews on Steam have largely to do with the recycled sounds and things like that from the locomotive. From other previous releases, such as the, I guess it was the Western Pacific F7. So that is one thing I can strongly agree with you guys. This sounds all recycled. It's typical. Sounds like F7 locomotive horn. You know, nothing special there. So that is one thing I've noticed. Now, as most of you know that are, fans of the E8 are familiar with, there are two prime movers, two diesel engines inside this locomotive. So one thing I'd like to kind of check out as we're running this thing is if we can hear both of the engines in synchronization as you can in real life when you're next to these puppies. So let's get a little bit of a tour here, a little bit of stream around. We go on this side, as you guys can see. I don't really want to go on this side because it's in the shadow. You really can't see much of the detail. So we're going to stick to this side. So as you can see, there's a lot of detail here. It does look very nice. I mean, a lot of us have been waiting years. We've been waiting years for an E8 release that we can, download from Steam. So this is it. It is here, live, current, ready for you. So as you can see, let's zoom in a little bit here. Pretty fine, pretty nice. A lot of people, the rivet counters might, beg to differ, but again, it looks pretty nice to me. There's a roof, some roof detail. Now, I believe they offer two versions. There's the steam version here. There's, you can see the boiler right there with the steam. And I believe there's a rebuilt version that might have hidden power. I'm not 100% sure on that. Again, this is the first time I've really opened this package right here with you guys. You're watching the unboxing of the E8 here. This package comes not only with the locomotives, it comes with the B unit, as we can see. Very nice. There's another A unit in the back here. There's no crew in there. Alright, perfect. So we got that detail down. But it also comes with some rolling stock, guys. Some rolling stock that's repainted, reskinned for us here. So let's go ahead and check that out. There's obviously the baggage car. Looks like some Phase 1 paint. It's Amtrak Phase 1. Along with several string of passenger cars here. So we got Silver Cedar, Silver Large. So that's cool. They are individually named. God is not in his name though on this one. It's just Silver, Silver Large, Silver Maple. So when you select this consist from the menu, it refers to it as the Western consist. So there's also the Silver Star consist, but this is the Western consist. As we are in the West, we are here in beautiful sunny Los Angeles, live and digitally. The palm trees, guys. Look at the beautiful West Coast weather. I thought it was most proper to use the West Coast consist. So that's that. So one car that was newly reskinned too is this observation dome car here. Pretty cool. Looks nice. And we also have, I believe, a diner here. Miniature diner cafe has a dining car. And everything is an Amtrak Phase 1 paint for the coaches. Pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this era of railroading, of streamliner railroading. Big fan of the late 60s and the 70s. So it's pretty awesome for me to get some coaches here in this Amtrak paint phase. I have a lot of content, a lot of videos here that I have planned to make with this. So, you know, check it out. Yes, I did figure out how to unlock those doors with the tab key. You know, you would think, though, in an actual simulator, you could actually be able to lock them and unlock them inside the locomotive. I knew you could do it with the tab key, but why can't you do it with the locomotive? Go figure. Anyways, back to the E8. So far, the favorite live right now is Phase 2, because it's the only one I've used. I haven't even pulled out Phase 1 yet. It's Phase 2, so I might pull out Phase 1 a little bit later. If you guys want to check that out, stick around. One thing I did want to show you guys are the lights. Let's turn on the headlights here. We have dynamic lighting set. Let's see how these lights look. And that's on 2, and I'm not really pleased with that. That's kind of weak. If you don't mind me saying, it's kind of weak. So that's the lights. Very nice. Anyways, so as most of you know, this DLC comes with 3 scenarios. They're all made for the Miami West Palm Beach route. I don't think I have that route. I don't even play that route. So we're over here on the West Coast, Pacific Surfliner route. You know, one thing the DLC was supposed to include was a seaboard coastline, the U-36B, and some freight equipment from SCL, and I noticed some reviews in Steam as well. I didn't have it. Mine did not come with it. I tried downloading it, re-downloading it multiple times. It was missing. So that's one thing. A lot of people said they have emailed a message, Dovetail, DTG. We'll see how that goes. Wait for their response on that. That's interesting. Besides that, guys, I'm going to cut it in here. Let's stop the chat. Let's get this locomotive on the road. Let's get on the road into Orange County. And first things first, we're going to go ahead and get things rolling here. So let's go ahead and get a direction set. Make sure the brakes are off. Everything looks good to go. Propel on here. Alright, guys. Aboard! I wanted to do the outside view for you guys on this one, just so you can see the consist and the new reskins here. You guys can check these out here for your own personal benefit. See how you like them as they're rolling along here out of the Union Station of Los Angeles. So this is all supposedly reskinned, new content. This is all Phase 1. Amtrak's streamlined cars. I love them. A lot of ideas for these in the future for you guys. Very cool. There she goes, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, guys, so here she is. We are leaving Los Angeles en route to Orange County. Let's pull up our information here. Now, one thing a lot of you mentioned too is the cab is recycled from the F7, from the WP F7. And again, thank you for that subscribe. So, you guys check this out here. This is basically the cab. Looks kind of recycled to me, but again, you guys might know a little bit better. So that's that. Anyways, we are moving along here at speed. Those of you joining the stream, welcome. We are running the new equipment here, the new release, checking it out. Riverside Rail, yes, this is the Surfliner route. We are running a quick train here from Los Angeles to the San Clemente Pier through Orange County. If you're familiar with this area, I'm from this area, I'm from the Los Angeles area. Sounds like you are too, from Riverside. So you might be familiar with this whole area. Now, one thing we were discussing at the station, guys, as you might notice right here on this locomotive, is that the lights are on. And apparently, they're not. We can't even see them. It's on number 2, dynamic lighting is on, everything's on, set on full, and what the hell, we can't see the light. Go figure. Hopefully that's fixed soon. So that's that. Let's speed up here. You guys can hear maybe hopefully a little bit of acceleration. To run 8. Oh, I'll have to check that out, Riverside Rail. Is it on Steam? We're accelerating here on the river route. Not the river route, but next to the Los Angeles River here. Those of you who've been waiting to check this out, this is it. You know, this is her. This is the DLC. If you're wanting to purchase this, I would say, you know, at this point, do it. If you are a fan of E8s and Amtrak and early Amtrak Rainbow era and Phase 1 and Phase 2, which I am a fan of, so I had no question wanting to purchase this or not. I strongly advise doing it, guys. Very worth it. You know, just from this short amount of time playing it, just listening to the sounds of that prime mover, listening just to the sounds, and just imagining being back in the late 70s, running one of these, pretty kick-ass. So, again though, many of you might be more familiar with the small details, the rivet counting on these, so, again, please, express your concern. Let DGG know. Come on, we're rail fans. We know what these things have. If you see something that doesn't look right, let them know. One thing I'm pissed off about is the damn light. Why is there no freaking light? Go figure. So, we're gonna test the brakes here on these locomotives. The one complaint I did see was the braking. The braking was a problem. So as many of you know, we are coming out of Los Angeles Union Station. We have a 79-mile-per-hour speed limit right here, but soon, very soon, we will be approaching the Redondo flyover, which is a crossover, a large bridge that goes over the Los Angeles River, right outside of Amtrak's yard, or shops right here in Los Angeles. And you can see that 44-mile-per-hour speed limit is approaching fast. Now, I thought this train was going to accelerate a hell of a lot faster. We would have to actually demonstrate the braking on this, but I guess it doesn't have as much acceleration as a more modern, high-horsepower locomotive. Well, we still probably get to experience it. Let's jump inside the cab. Let's see how things go here. No problem, mate. As far as Rail Driver goes, I'm not 100% sure if it works with Train Sim World. You'd have to maybe check some more YouTube videos on that, see what other people are saying. You know, there's some users that I don't have Rail Driver myself, I don't own that. But I know there's a lot of YouTubers that do. You know, a couple of guys in the community here, so I would check with them, see what their experience is, see what they would know. I think Matt Pedalston's one of them. I believe he uses Rail Driver, he would know. Yeah, I would double check on that, because that would be really interesting to know. Oh, MGIC, I hear trains outside my office all the time. My office is right next to the BNSF Transcon, and there's trains rumbling up and down the track all day, mate, so I totally feel you on that. A lot of traffic. Right actually here in Fullerton, the city of Fullerton, right by the station. So, many of you know we are now crossing the Redondo flyover, and the key here is to not lose control of the train. As you can see, we're up top of a very large bridge above the Los Angeles River there. Many of you are very familiar with this area. So our goal here is not to lose control of this train as it crests down this grade, very large grade here, going into BNSF's yards, going into the city of Commerce. So that's one thing we have to do, pay attention to, is the speed. So I'm going to hop back in cab, and we're going to modulate, make sure we do not speed too much here. Slow her down. So yeah, she's already gaining speed pretty quickly there, guys. I think we'll be just okay. We'll be alright. So, I did see complaints about the brakes. You know, and personally, I don't seem to have any problem at all with the braking. Braking seems pretty good to me. But again, those more familiar with how these things are supposed to run and operate might know something I don't. I don't know. So far, braking seems probably how it normally would be. Anyways, I'm excited. We're about to get this puppy up to a 79 mile/hour speed limit. That means, guys, full speed ahead, full throttle. You're gonna hear the Amtrak E8 at full throttle. We're gonna hear what it's gonna sound like. It's gonna be gnarly, it's gonna be wavy. It's gonna be in a half a mile. And it could not come any sooner, but we do have a grade crossing. You guys have some great crossing noises here. Got some outside view for you. Decent. Not the best, not the worst. I would say decent. Anyways, what I'm really looking forward to right now is this speed up. It's about to go down. I do agree, MGIC. Usually in my office I'm not resting, so I agree. When the trains go by, it actually keeps me up. But if I did have a train line right behind my house, I'm sure, I mean, most people I've talked to actually in regards to that matter have actually said they really don't enjoy it. And I've always looked at them like, why? That's trains, mate. Trains, non-stop trains. And they look at me like, James, you're crazy, mate. We need to sleep sometimes, you know? It's funny because actually the Model Railroad Club I belong to, there's a train line right behind every now and then. We get a train going behind that. None of us even go out there. It's actually annoying. It's loud, and we stay in there and play with the trains. It cracks me up. All right, guys. Full throttle. We're in the 79 mile/hour zone. We are here right outside of BNSF's Hobart Yard in Los Angeles, California. We are in control of a trio of Amtrak E8s, an E8A, B, and A. And we are heading a consist. I would consider this actually a San Diegan consist, guys, back in the late 70s, mid 70s. I'd have to confirm with my older, my senseis on this, but yeah, I would say this would be a San Diegan consist, close to. You know, this is a very, very close to San Diegan consist of that era. So, to me, this felt right at home, picking it for this route right now for you guys to check it out. That's about it from this end. Let's go back to the front. Let's do a quick view here. And again, we're at full throttle right now. Acela 2017 rail founding. Hello, mate. How are you tonight? This evening, this moment, wherever you are. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us again tonight. As you can see, mate, tonight we are demonstrating the new Amtrak E8 DLC for Train Simulator. as you guys can see, this is it. So, again, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. That's what I'm saying, guys. So, Acela 2017 rail fanning, tell me, living a block away from the tracks compared to living right next to the tracks, is there any difference? Can you still get sleep at night, or those trains rumble through your dreams? Of course I'll hit the horn, mate. Of course, with pleasure. Let's get a nice view here. Locked an achievement. Amtrak E8, this isn't Detroit. So that was the horn for you there, Acela. Yes, I do have the UP Big Boy. I do have that. That was one of the earlier purchases I made a while back when I first got into my train simulator days. Yeah, that was kind of an old one. Well, actually, one of my favorite UP steam engines, though, to be quite honest with you, is the UP 844 DLC. The 844, I mean, don't mean to take the glory away from the E8 right now, but the 844 DLC, UP steam locomotive 484 Northern, is probably the most badass DLC ever offered for Train Simulator. Ever offered. Nathan Tidwell, you're welcome. Just wait, we got some great crossings coming. But that 844 is probably the first bit of DLC I recommend to anybody getting into Train Simulator. Anybody starting off wondering, what should I buy? What should I buy on the DLC on Steam? Buy the freaking 484 Northern UP 844 and do yourselves a favor. Anyways, I was not paid nor endorsed for that statement. That was from the heart. Approaching the city of Santa Fe Springs, so I know there's going to be some great crossings approaching here. Oh shit, guys, there's a 65-mile-per-hour zone coming. I better slam on these brakes. Alright, so let's test the braking. Can we stop before we hit that 65? And we're speeding for quite a moment, but the brakes aren't that bad. Aren't that bad at all. Let's see if I can count and not lose too much speed there. Perfect. Don't lose too much. I hope the passengers weren't jaunted too much by that. Acela 2017, I have loved trains, my friend, myself, since I was a baby boy myself. Since I was 1 year old, I remember my first present on my very first Christmas was a Bachmann HO scale 484 Daylight GS4. That was my very first present on my very first Christmas. And I think I got an Athearn Burlington Northern, maybe a U-boat, maybe. But my God, at that point I fell in love. I fell in love with trains, and I knew whatever I do in life, I would always love trains. Now, I actually have, I was actually employed for Amtrak. I did work for Amtrak, guys, for about 2 years. I was in sales and marketing. Lovely place to work, lovely group of people. And Amtrak will always be in my heart. Acting, and I have a couple of my own businesses, so I left Amtrak, and this is what I do now. And I stream to you guys, and I bring to you guys Rail Fanning, Train Simulator, my love of trains. Nathan Tidwell, that little horn show was for you, boy. Alright, so let's speed it up. We got a little bit of a tricky section here coming. This is I believe correct me if I'm wrong, this is the Pico Rivera area coming out of right now. We're going to be heading into the Whittier. We're heading into Whittier, California, crossing into Santa Fe Springs, and then into Fullerton, and down into Orange County. So it's Acela 2017. Robert Weber. Welcome from Tampa. No, I'm not even paying attention to the speed. I'm paying attention to the chat. Welcome from Tampa. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. Appreciate it. Sorry guys, I was paying a little bit of attention to the chat there, not paying attention to our speed. Oh, Lionel, Kenneth Parler, taking it back old school on us, mate. I've always wanted to dip into Lionel and O-gauge, O-scale railroading. I've always been into HO scale, but Lionel's always fascinated me. You know, I like the aspect of kind of, you know, the toy train and the vintage aspect to it. It's very cool. And as I'm getting older in my age here, I'm starting to see the value and the kind of the cool retro aspect to it. I do like it. You guys can hear the horn here. Yes, the Lionels that lit up. Every time I go to the train shows, the local train shows, I always see them, and I'm like, oh, you know, I wonder what it must have been like growing up with those. Must have been awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Kenneth Parler. That's awesome. If you don't mind me asking, what did you do? Those of you just joining the stream, I'd like to welcome you to Hybrid Hobby. Tonight we are previewing and running the Amtrak E8s, the newest DLC from DTG. Here they are, live, fresh, in color, for you guys to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Coming out of Santa Fe Springs right here. These are some beautiful screenshots, by the way. Might want to check these on the Instagram. These are beautiful. Freaking love it. God. I feel like a photographer and the models on the stage stand. I'm like, oh God, smile for me. It's so sexy. Look at that. Boom. The signals in the background. I love it. That's it. That's our consist right there, guys. Check it out. I agree. Some Australian scenarios would be awesome. That would be awesome. I love Australian railroading. I love Australian trains. I love the, you know, the versions of the locomotives out there, and it's freaking awesome. I love it. I would love maybe the iron ores, hauling some ore out there. Australian railroading freaking rocks. And honestly, I feel like it's definitely underappreciated. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I got the sound of this locomotive in my ear, guys. But Australian railroading is extremely underappreciated. I feel like there's a lot of content, large amount of content to enjoy, to check out. Freaking awesome down there. I've always wanted to go down under. I have several friends, several family members that live down under. Always wanted to check it out. And as you guys can see here, we are passing the Santa Fe Springs Norwalk Metrolink station right here. Norwalk is also an area that I used to actually roam as a child, guys. It's one of my areas I spent time in. I had friends that lived in this area. I attended a school for a semester in this area. I'm from this, the Los Angeles area. I've grown up in this area of Southern California. So when I run the Pacific Surfliner route, a lot of these, areas and a lot of these icons are very, very, very familiar to me. Kenneth Parler, the signal department. That's freaking awesome, mate. I love it. That's really cool. That's really cool. See, it's things like that and positions like that that a lot of people don't realize are the fabric that stitches the railroad together. They're what keeps the railroad together. You know, and it's things like that and people like you, the dispatchers, signal workers, maintenance away, the reason us rail fans are able to love and enjoy the trains, the reason the trains are able to keep running. That's awesome. Because we are now going through the Lomerada area. We're about to come up to another grade crossing, so for you guys, I'm going to go outside and do an outside view here. Coming up, so you can hear the horn. Sorry, I had to get the screenshot. That was beautiful. One more for you guys. Anyways, so we are cruising along at track speed, guys. Not bad at all. We are due south, heading into the Orange County area, crossing the county line very soon here. We are running the Amtrak E8 DLC content on the coast line here, the Pacific Surf line, running what would be a makeshift 1970s San Diegan consist. You are experiencing this live, and I thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for viewing. Robert Webber, I do not have the Miami West Palm Beach. That is one route I haven't really got into. I don't have much time really to play this game too much. And in the little time I do, you know, I'm trying one by one. I got several routes, and I'm just trying to experience and play them all and get them all. And that is on my list. So I'm very soon start playing that one. I still got. We got tons of routes I still gotta play. Most of the time I just like, you know, lately, oh, thank you. We have a subscriber, thank you for the new subscription. Welcome to Hybrid Hobby, welcome. I am James, the host of the channel. Hybrid Hobby, you have now subscribed to something greater, something fresh, something current in the era of digital rail fanning. Welcome. Hybrid Hobby. So yes, I do have to start. Oh, we got a 70 coming up here on this turn. We are approaching. This is the Buena Park Metrolink station. For those of you familiar with the area, this is Buena Park. Now approaching Buena Park. Nope. Moment, guys. Give me 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving the... Thank you, Mr. Webber. Thank you, Robert. We are leaving the Los Angeles area. We have now crossed into Orange County. We are in Fullerton. And we are actually coming on my stomping grounds here, guys. This is my area. Look at this. Is the Fullerton Airport right here behind us. These beautiful E8s running right beside it. And actually, my office is right in this general area, guys. So this is the railroad line I do, you know, here right by my work. So my office is in this general area right here by the airport and the train tracks. So it's pretty cool to see on the game. And we are in the Fullerton area. Kenneth Paul, I appreciate the subscription. You're awesome. You're awesome, guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for everything. Hybrid Hobby couldn't be here without you. I do this for you guys. I do this for the community. I do this to bring something fresh, something just different. I'm here for you. I'm here to explore, to learn, to love to laugh, to run some trains. Ladies and gentlemen, we are running the brand new, just dropped today, E8 Amtrak DLC. And again, actually there's a little spot of mine right here too. This is a park in real life. This is, you know, this is new. This content just came out today. Godvek! Welcome to the stream. Godvek, we just passed the area. We just passed the Buena Park, BP. Fullerton Airport. Welcome Godvek. Tonight, Godvek, I'm showing the community the new DLC that just came out tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Godvek, by the way. This is Godvek. Follow this mate on Twitch. If you are on Twitch, you're part of the Twitch community. My boy Godvek will grow your channel. He will grow your spirit. He will embrace you. He will show you, enlighten you, the positive energy and what it's like to be a member of Team Godvek in the Twitch community. Ladies and gentlemen, I am James. Some of you might even recognize me in this voice from the Godvek stream. Godvek is the man. Godvek is the way. Godvek is the vision. Godvek has encouraged me and given me the positive energy in my life to stream to you guys. As we pass Fullerton Station, Godvek, when me and you were young boys, we were here at this station, mate. Right there. This is our station. Now look, it's on the video game. Screenshot. Awesome. Oh crap. The 55 zone, guys, and we're speeding. I'm not even paying attention. I got so excited that Godvek joined the stream that I'm gonna probably crash the train. Holy shit. Alright. Oh, we saved it. Alright guys, I got a little too wavy, a little bit too excited there with the positive energy overflowing from Godvek. Sorry for yelling in your ears. I will have to check out that iron ore train in Australia too. Actually, I think I might have seen it on YouTube. I think I might have seen that. But you're right, I will have to check that out. Wow, I can't believe the brakes were able to stop this consist, this locomotive so quickly. That was awesome. That was pretty good brakes. Let's get back in cab, guys. So that was our run through Fullerton. And Nathan, of course I can go inside the train cars. Let's do it. We just passed Ornstorp Boulevard with you, Godvek. That was Ornstorp, Godvek. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, Godvek, the legend, is the reason I am streaming to you. This is the man that has brought me the positive energy in my life. He's made me see the light. And Mr. Tidwell, this is for you. Let's go inside the cars. I wish there was a freaking autopilot for the train. We're going to be cruising through Anaheim, so we have some time. Alright. So this is our first in-cab or inside view. We are inside the observation dome here. Hello, mate. You seem awfully quiet and cold today. Hello. How come I always get the silent treatment aboard Amtrak trains? Acela 2017 rail fanning, please tell me, how come these people never talk to me? I feel like just this guy sitting on the train, like all of you. Oh, scary. Oh, I can't even look at that. You look cold and pale too. Wow, this is maybe the air conditioning's on too high in here. Is that what it is? Are you guys cold? I mean, I admit it's a bit chilly. But anyway, Mr. Tidwell, this is the observation. And that's that. Let's see if we can go into any other cars here. This is the rear observation. I see somebody downstairs out there. But you can't go downstairs. The only things I can alternate to is this bloke's spot. Sorry I'm sitting on your lap, mate. And then this spot. Weird. I do have to say, from being on this rail line in person, in real life, going through this area right here of Anaheim, and this is freaking realistic. This is awesome. This is a nice recreation. Very sweet. Anyway, that's it. Mr. Tidwell, we are unfortunately stuck with only these two cars' interiors. And that's one thing I did notice on the reviews for this game is, unfortunately, sorry guys, you are stuck. Whoa, come back here. You are stuck, basically, with only the interiors of the dome cars. Which is a shame. But, for what it is pretty cool, you are right. But I really wish we can go throughout the rest of the train, like a lot of the other content here on Train Simulator. So that is kind of, you know, kind of a letdown. Well, hopefully maybe that will improve or that changes. But, you know, we can always add different cars and make custom consists. So that's one thing that is kind of cool. We're going to speed up a little bit, guys. We are going a little bit slow. And, again, I wish there was an autopilot so we could actually sit back and enjoy the ride. Like on Train Sim World, you're actually able to, you know, sit back and enjoy the ride and let a AI engineer do the you know, the running of the locomotive and the train. But on Train Simulator 2019, you cannot. You actually have to pay attention to the speed and the signals and whatnot. So yeah, that's that. So anyways, guys, this is a little bit more of a close-up. For those of you who've been wanting a little bit more of the sounds, we're running at notch 8 right now, full throttle. We're going to be accelerating to 70 miles per hour. This is what she sounds like. Now, one thing I'm not too pleased about that a lot of others aren't are the lights. The lights right now are on full. Literally. And we have nothing. Doesn't make any sense. Down bright, we have nothing. So, we have this, a reflection, the dynamic light reflection, but nothing else. So we are approaching Anaheim, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anaheim. We're about 34 miles to go to the San Clemente Pier. I don't think we're going to be making it the whole way tonight. Ah, hell, why not? Only 34 miles. It's only going to be another maybe, oh, I don't know, hour. Don't make any stops. We'll see. There's Angel Stadium, Anaheim Stadium for all those familiar. 57 Freeway, City of Anaheim, we're in Orange County. This is the infamous Santa Ana River we are coming up on. Many of you locals might know the infamous Santa Ana River for reasons. We got a 35-mile-per-hour zone coming up. We're going to try to stop this train as quickly as possible. Let's test out the brakes, guys. This is going to be the test. See if we can get down to speed without making it too violent for passengers. Awesome, Robert. Congratulations on your purchase, mate. I gotta admit, despite those reviews, you know, that we're on Steam, I'm loving this DLC. This is one of my favorite locomotives and one of my favorite libraries. Amtrak, E8. I love it. I'm in heaven. Congratulations on the purchase, Robert. Yeah, I'm loving the sounds of the locomotive too. The sounds of the diesel are freaking awesome. Kick ass. I love it. So for those of you actually who are on Twitch, if any of you are on Twitch, you know, we do stream live on Twitch. Godvec and I, if you want to go follow on Twitch, Godvec. And follow me on Twitch too, Time to Play the James. Godvec's loyal consigliere, right-hand man, doing whatever it takes to make positive energy grow in numbers unimaginable. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Republic stream. This is where James shares his love of trains with you in the community. Mr. Weber, Mr. Tidwell, Godvec, Acela Rail Fanning 2017. You guys are the reason I do this. We are approaching the city of Orange. This is the Orange Metrolink station, for those of you familiar. So, from here on out, the coast isn't too far. I mean, we've left the Los Angeles area. We're in deep Orange County. Well, I don't want to say deep Orange County. We're getting ready to get into deep Orange County. And we are getting very close to the beach, guys. That's where we're going to be finishing the stream. This is an express train, an Amtrak E8. Brand new DLC, just dropped today. Live, fresh, current express train. And this is for you, for that horn show. Mr. Weber, you almost made me shed a tear right now. I would give so much to go back to this era of the 70s of rail fanning and see this era of just Generation 1 and Generation 2 diesel mixed together, blowing smoke and billowing and just the sounds. There's nothing like it is today. And I was asked by one of my rail senseis, we have a couple of rail senseis, the older heads. I was asked by a couple of them, if you could go back to any era of railroading. Oh, we have cut the brake on, guys. If you could go back to any era of rail fanning, what era would it be? Anytime, Mr. Weber. Much love to you. I appreciate you coming to the stream. I appreciate your support. I almost can feel that memory that you speak of as a boy. I can feel it. I can almost see what you're talking about. And now it's so awesome that with these programs such as Train Simulator and Train Sim World, we are able to recreate these memories. We're able to recreate, I mean, not like they were obviously in the very beginning, but we're able to do as much as we can. And guys, I just think that the future of digital rail fanning is going to be something that is going to blow our minds. Digital rail fanning, in even 10 years from now, is probably going to be out of control. Out of control, guys. So as we cruise along here, we are in the city of Santa Ana. We're now in Santa Ana. We're gonna ready to kick her back up to some speed, and then we gotta slow it back down to 50 again. Once we get into South Orange County, coming into the city of Irvine, Tustin, we're gonna be able to speed her up a little bit and get her up to speed. This is gonna be for you, Mr. Weber. I know there's nothing like it, I agree. You know, I watched the old videos on Pentrex, and I watched some of the, the videos here on YouTube, some of the older YouTubers who have some of their collection, and God, man, nothing beats vintage railroading. I mean, the modern railroading is awesome, high horsepower railroading is awesome, but so is muscle railroading, and to me, this is the muscle car era of frickin' railroading. I was always a big muscle car fan growing up. You know, I've had Camaros and Firebirds and Mustangs and V8s, and I've always been a muscle car fan. So to me, even though high horsepower locomotives are the new thing, and I know there's a lot more horsepower, with the forced induction and the massive turbochargers, but nothing to me beats the muscle era of just all these first generation and second generation diesel locomotives mashed together, billowing smoke and belching and gurgling, and God, I can just salivating out of my frickin' mouth. This is Hybrid Hobby. You're watching live the demonstration of the Amtrak E8. This is the Santa Ana station. Get out of the way! You're too close to the train behind the yellow line, guys. Come on, come on. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the Tustin 90 mile per hour drag strip, which I like to call it. This is one of my favorite sections. The Orange County surf line is 90 mile per hour drag. For those of you who are familiar with the area, now is the time, guys, to top out this E8. We're gonna see what we can do. You know, so from my memory, these were 100 mile per hour locomotives when they were designed, built. Let's see if we can hit 90 with this Constance, guys. Nathan, that is pretty awesome, though. Share those pics with us, mate. However you get them, whatever you do, share them. Drop me an email. My email, I believe, is in the available. Or send me a DM on Instagram. I am on Instagram, guys. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, it's a hybrid hobby at Instagram. That's a good way to get a hold of me too. If you need to get a hold of me for any railroad-related reasons. If you just want to hang out and also have a pint one day, let me know. For those of you who are legal age for pints, love to grab some pints with some of you. Yes, Mr. Weber, muscle trains. Generation 1, Generation 2 diesels and muscle trains. Just like muscle cars, muscle trains. And my friend, that is one of the reasons the E8 is my favorite locomotive of all time. Because this literally freaking defines muscle. Look at this freaking thing. 6-axle trucks, 2 prime movers. My friend, this is a muscle freaking locomotive if you ever asked me. The only other locomotive in my mind that's muscly enough to compare to this is the SDP-40F. I believe it's what it's called. The Amtrak SDP-40F. My Athens boys, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's one of my favorite other muscly. You know, the F-45, I love the F-45. The F-45 is freaking awesome. That reminds me of a muscle train too. I know that was turboed, you know, but not as, you know, cool as the superchargers. The Western State Kid, a shave and a haircut. This is for you. This is for you. That was for you, sir. I'll have to check that out on YouTube. I will. When I get off later on tonight, when I'm trying to, you know, before I go to bed, I'll check that out and check out that old train. Let's get the freak in the cab here, and I just want to do another shave and a haircut for my boy. You got me addicted. Yeah. Mr. Weber, it did. You're right. The Super Chief would hit 100. What do you guys think? Do you think we can hit 90 on the Tustin drag by the Orange County blimp hangars? Can we do it, guys? For those of you familiar with this area, you know where we're at. This is the Tustin drag. We are trying to hit 90 with the muscle train. We're almost there. We got some time, guys. We do have time to make it up there. I think we're gonna hit it. Western State Kid. I love horn requests. The fact that you asked me now to do Jingle Bells, I've never actually done that. We have a great crossing. Let's do it. Jingle bells ever. I tried though, right? I tried. I don't know how well you could hear it with the horn, but or with the locomotive in the background. Uh-oh, we are coming up to a grade. We are losing speed. We are not going to hit 90. We need a flat run. Like Mr. Weber says, out in the desert, like the Super Chief hit. That makes me almost want to do some speed trials now with this locomotive. It makes me want to go out to the Cajon Pass right out of Barstow and see if we can get it out to high speed out there in the middle of the desert. Anytime, Western State kid. You want to do that, Mr. Weber? You want to try that? You really want to try that? What do you guys, let's get a vote from the chat. Who votes we abandon our run to the coast and let's take this thing out to the Southern California desert, out of Barstow, and see if we can get it to speed? Let's get a vote in the chat. Let's type a number 1 for Mr. Weber. And I want to see a number 2 if you want to see us get to San Clemente. Remember, we still have 23 miles to go to San Clemente. No stops. This is an express. Let's see. So I'll keep an eye on the chat. In the meantime, we are still throttle to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. That was even possible on a train. We're full throttle right here, and you know, she's not going as fast as we thought, but we are battling a 1% grade. It was a beautiful shot. So with this 1% grade, anytime, Western State, anytime. Let me try it again from here. Can you hear it better? And some wipers. There you go, guys. For you again, Mr. Western State. So, for those of you thinking about purchasing this DLC, go for it. Go for it. 100% go for it. Mr. Weber, I know you just purchased it. I advise everyone else who loves vintage muscle trains to go purchase it. Whoever likes vintage Amtrak, you know, this thing has a lot of room, guys. You know, for the reviews I see on Steam, you know, I thought to myself, well, what about the future for this? What about reskins? What about all the new sounds we can add for it? You know, with the mods. You know, there's a lot we can do. There's a lot we can do. So I see a lot of potential for this E8 in the modification community. And the reskinning. Again, this is only Amtrak Phase 2. Oh, I see number 3 number 1s. It sounds like we have a majority win. We are going to be stopping here at Irvine. Actually, let's just do this, guys. I'm going to save this. And that way we can pick up later and finish our run to San Clemente. And we're going to exit. And let's switch over to Phase 1. Ooh, that beautiful bloody frickin' red nose. Look at that, guys. We're going to switch over to Phase 1. And we're gonna do something a little different. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have this route. I don't know if any of you guys have it. But we have Cajon Pass modernized. It's a newer version of the Cajon Pass. This was created by a Steam Workshop community member. Top of my head, I do not know the name. God is not in his name, though. But this is it. So we're going to depart the modernized Cajon Pass route. We are going to depart the Barstow Amtrak station en route to the Victorville Amtrak station. My question is to the chat. Chat. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go, but you can see some of my custom stuff here I have built up. Chat, what do you want to see as far as consists go for this? I'm going to show you the consists that are available with the DLC for those of you wanting to buy this. This is the E8 right here. So this is what's available, guys. We have light locomotives, which is just a locomotive, obviously light. we have Western Consist, Phase 1 of Phase 2, which we are running. And then we have the East Coast. We have the Silver Star, Long and Short Consist, for those of you on the East Coast. Mr. Godvec. So, what does the chat want to see? I want to see the chat decide. We already had this chat decide where they wanted to go. We wanted to see the high-speed test out of Barstow. So now, chat, I want to know, what consist do you want to see? Do we want to see the Western Consist again in Phase 1? That's what I was going for. The Phase 1 Bloody Nose Consist. What do you guys think? If I don't get an answer in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to default. I'm just kidding. So, for those of you checking it out, let me know what looks best for you here. I'm leaning towards Phase 1 Western Consist. Let's change the time of day here a little bit. Let's see. We're going to be heading kind of basically southwest direction, so we want the sun to be probably for good pictures. Let's get it at our 10 o'clock position. I'm going to just start it here with the Western Consist out of Barstow Amtrak. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. This is the high-speed test for the chat, for the hybrid hobby community, for my rail fans, for my gearheads, my train spotters, my aviation nerds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hybrid Hobby. We are live. I am James from Twitch. Time to play the James. Supporting my leader Godvex, supporting Godvex Vision. Check him out on Twitch. The reason I'm streaming, the almighty master has given me the positive energy to come to you today live. So, this is the Bloody Nose, guys. Oh shit. Wish we had the sun behind us, sorry. Or the sun in front of us. But anyways, this is the Bloody Nose. Let's get a little bit more of a kind of swing here. So this is a Phase 1 Amtrak Bloody Nose E8. This is part of the DLC. This is new. A nice cool picture in front of Barstow there. Let me get it with that. There we go. That looks cool. Now, if only this was the Southwest Chief, huh? The Super Chief back in the day. This would actually be a really, really awesome picture right here. But if you guys can imagine this. I can imagine this. I saw this right now, I'm like, wow, is this the Super Chief? I guess it would be the... What did Amtrak call the Super Chief when they took it over? It wasn't called the Southwest Chief yet. I believe it was called the Southwest Limited. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are naming this the Southwest Limited. This version of the E8 is a little bit different than the one we were piloting earlier. As you can see, Jesus Godvec. Jesus. My God. There's an overwhelming response from the chat for the Silver Star Long, and I'm going to quickly change it for you guys. Holy Jesus, I love it. I feel it. Silver Star Long. Phase 1, it is confirm, start it, pull the trigger. This is for you, chat. This is the Silver Star Long. Western State Kid, I agree. I agree. We should... Someone in the community needs to take these E8s, reskin them to Southwest Chief, or the Super Chief, and bring us something fresh, something live, something current, if this isn't already fresh enough for us. Whoa, this is Silver Star Long. So the consist is definitely a little bit longer, which might challenge us getting up to high speed, which hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to be going full throttle on a flat desert. We don't really have to deal with much of a grade till later. There's a cool screenshot, just wanted to take that. I agree, guys, the Super Chief is awesome. So let's go back to the cab here. Let's check out the Bloody Nose, guys. So as you can see with the Phase 2, the lighting wasn't that great. So let's get the lighting on here. Oh. Okay. So an extra option, we have both lights on. Very cool. Okay. So this is it, guys. This is Phase 1. Phase 1 Silver Star Long Consist. We're gonna take her for a little spin. Who's ready? Alright. Direction, make sure the brake is off. Lights are on. And all aboard! Silver Star Long. Yes. So as requested, we I'm gonna send this puppy up to full speed. You are watching the Silver Star Long Consist depart Barstow. And as the chat's request, we're gonna get it up to speed. We are going to get up to full throttle. Hey, I know that over there. I've been to that hill before, and rail fan down there. There we go, so chasm. Alright guys, let's hop aboard in cab. Let's see what's going on. We're in the Barstow Yard right now, so I know the speed limit is low, so we're going to just cruise for now. I agree, Western State. There's a lot of opportunity here for this locomotive. There's a lot of opportunity for this consist. Like I said, these initial reviews on Steam, I think they're just way too early reviews. You guys need to take some time. Use your imagination. Let your brain go wild. These freaking trains. You know? You gotta be happy and be thankful. At least we get this much. There's not that many game developers who even make train games. So I would really like to thank the makers of this DLC. I would like to thank the makers, you know, the creators, the developers, the hard work, the hours that you guys put forth developing this locomotive. It's brought a lot of smiles to us tonight. Brought back a lot of memories for a lot of the viewers here. It's a beautiful freaking locomotive. I wish we would have ran the Phase 1 Bloody Nose here in the beginning out of Los Angeles. I freaking love Bloody Nose, guys. Bloody Nose is probably Phase 1 is my favorite scheme, my favorite livery of Amtrak. A lot of people always ask me that in the beginning of the stream. Someone did ask me what was my favorite livery of the Amtrak, and I would have to say it is Phase 1. That is just, to me, just simple, very modernistic, very clean. It reminds me almost of an Andy Warhol were to design Amtrak. You know, with the soup can. If Andy Warhol was given the idea, hey Andy, will you make a paint scheme for Amtrak? This is what he would have done. That's from what I think. You know, my opinion, obviously. I see sometimes I look at the Bloody Nose and it's so simple yet so damn beautiful. Just like Mr. Weber said. Anyways, we are still cruising to the Barstow Yard. We have increased our speed to 50 mile per hour limit here, so we're gonna speed her up. Poke my head out the cab so you guys can hit the prime movers. And our main goal here, guys, I believe, is to get her up to speed as fast as we can out here on the desert. We're gonna ignore the speed limits, okay? So, for those of you watching, if you're just joining and not quite sure what's going on, right now we are ignoring speed limits, and we are running the Amtrak E8 DLC, brand new content that just dropped today, March 20th, 2018. We are running that to top speed. challenge. The more I think about it, I don't quite think we're going to hit. Some outside views for you guys here. That is it for you guys here. Just want to do some run-bys here to kind of just let you guys just do your thing, get some views of it here. So we were trackside. For the most part, we've been in cab most of the night, enjoying it. And I'm sold, guys. I'm pretty set on this DLC. I love it. I love it. I don't know about you, Mr. Weber. I know that you purchased it. I'm enthralled with that. That's awesome. I'm glad that you purchased it. Glad that you were able to actually demo it and check it out here before you were able, you know, you wanted to pull that trigger. One thing though, Mr. Weber, did you receive the U36B content? Did you receive that as well? Because that's one thing that I noticed in the reviews that I did not receive, that others did not receive, and that we have also tried, you know, uninstalling and reinstalling this and that until tack and nothing. So the U23B is actually a locomotive I've been really wanting to purchase, and when I saw that it was included with the E8, I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna buy it right now. Not only do I love the E8, but I love the 4-axle U-boat. I wanted to get that to run on some of the branch lines. So I'm excited to run that U36B on some branch lines, do some branch line streams for you guys. Check that out. We'll be streaming that later on. Some cool branch lines from the Steam Workshop. We'll be featuring some Steam Workshop branch lines with that U36B whenever we can get it to work. So, you know, be prepared for that. I love branch lines that are small, uneven, you know, scuffed track. I love scuffed track. Scuffed railroading is my favorite. I don't like when things work properly and, you know, everything's where it should be. I like scuffed railroading. It's my favorite. I love dirty, grimy, greasy, scuffed railroading. I'm sure a lot of you can agree. So anyways, guys, we are here piloting this beautiful contest through the Southern California desert. Imagining this to be the Southwest Limited with the Silver Star Long contest. Love it. As we sit back and just take in these views, literally, this is awesome scenery. This is literally reminds me of Tanner, which was snapping it way too soon. And let's check our speed. Ooh, we're gaining speed, guys. We have no grade, full throttle. This might actually work, Mr. Weber. Side of the shadow on the track, and we're not using the sun as a natural light. There we go. This should be a good picture. Last screenshot for the time being in the desert. Let's see if we can nail it. Oh, that was kind of a cool one too, actually. So I was more impressed with that last one. So anyways, guys, we are cruising along here in the desert. This is actually a pretty cool request, whoever requested this. Oh yeah, it was you guys, the chat. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are freaking awesome, I love it. Look at this, beautiful Southern California desert. This is just awesome. I'm going screenshot crazy right now. This literally reminds me of the Southwest Limited and of the Southwest Chief. This is awesome, guys. This is freaking amazing. I love the desert. The desert is one of my favorite regions. I just say favorite region? My favorite region to take rail video and photography, and as you can see on some of my videos in my IRL rail fanning, you can see I do a lot of rail fanning in this area, Cajon Pass and Mojave and BNS of Transcon out here, Tehachapi area. So I'm a very, very big fan of this whole region, guys. I love it. And whoever selected this, you guys, freaking awesome. You guys, I think, made the night with this. Made the damn night. I love it. You know, for what it is, Mr. Tidwell, this is very nice. And I do have to say, this is the Cajon Pass modernized version of this route. It's available on the Steam Workshop. This is the modernized version. Ooh, guys, we got it up to 81. 81. So I'm not quite sure if the original Cajon Pass has, you know, nice desert scenery as this, but this is pretty sweet. And again, guys, we are ignoring the speed limit. We are going to try to max this out, see what we can do. I expect this local to be a little louder, but I guess the speed limit sounds ridiculous. So we're going to go in cab. Stick our head out. Let's see if we can get this puppy up to 90 at least, guys. I want to get her up to 90. Mr. Weber, Mr. Tidwell thinks we can get it up to 100. Oh no! That is a very, very fast curve coming up. Wow, we're going to hit that very fast. I bet you that's super, super elevated. It has to be. I don't even want to ruin it with a screenshot there. That was awesome. That was an awesome blast by. Oh, look at this. Sorry guys. So this is it, guys. This is the E8. We are running at 83, 84 miles per hour right now. Southern California desert. We're ignoring that speed warning. We are trying to get her up to max potential here, guys. This is nice. This is actually very, very nice. All-out desert railroading right now, dudes. This is freaking sweet. I'm gonna have so many screenshots to go through later. This initial run on the Amtrak DTG release E8. So guys, we have a straightaway. We are approaching 90. And he thinks we can do this. Guys, we can freaking do this. You know, for what it is, this modernized version of this Cajon Pass route is pretty cool. The fact that the speed limit does not change on these curves is pretty crazy. And you know what, actually I want to go back inside for you guys. Where's that? Inside the car. Why can't we go inside? Oh no! Look at that! Mr. Tidwell, look at that. We can't go inside the train because there's no dome cars, there's no observation. We can't even get a cool inside view because the Silver Star, I guess, has no observation. What's the Silver Star on? Consist. Cool. Go inside, check things out. So we got some grades approaching here. We're almost at a 1% grade. It is slowing us down and hindering our performance just a little bit. So from what I've seen, chat, we've got this baby up to about 86 so far. We have some desert here to go. It's going to be interesting if we can do this. I love doing this with you guys. I love being a part of this. This is awesome. Awesome, guys. I love it. thought to myself, James, you know, why don't you bring this to the world? Why don't you play this live in the community? You know, we could all sit, I could just sit here in my studio and be doing nothing right now. I'd be working on some acting stuff, some other content, but no. What I wanted to do is I wanted to stream frickin' trains to you guys. I wanted to play trains with you. I wanted to do it with you guys because it's not fun by myself. I wanted to be with you. I wanted to be with the community, with the Hybrid Hobby viewers, my supporters. Miss you, Mr. Weber, Nathan Tidwell, Kenneth Parler, Godfeck, Western State Kid. Acela 2017 Rail Fanning, thank you for joining this stream as well as yesterday's stream and the other day's stream with the Train Sim World new content that came out. We're going to be streaming most of the new content that comes out for Train Sim World. I got a lot of streams lined up for you guys, some new stuff. The reason I brought to you guys the Amtrak stuff so instantly and so, you know, right there on the day of release, because I love Amtrak. I am an Amtrak fan. I'm an ex-Amtrak employee. I used to work for Amtrak since I was a kid. And anything Amtrak comes out, I dive right into it, and I wanted to bring it to you guys live. So, we're almost at 90. Mr. Weber, we are... Oh, we hit 89, guys. Oh, watch out, train. Alright, guys, I think we're going to hit 90. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to hit it, no problem. Come on, guys. We almost there. Almost there. Yes, we're there! Woo! We did it, guys. We have crossed the 90-mile-per-hour zone with this train. We know it's capable of hitting 90 and sustaining that speed. Awesome. Freaking awesome. And I did it with you guys. I did it with you guys. Let's get a 90-mile-per-hour blast by. In the bushes. There's the train. Come on. That's awesome. 90 miles per hour, blasting through the desert. Oh, she's beautiful, guys. Nothing like a passenger train speeding through the Mojave Desert. An Amtrak E8 passenger train. Look at that, that's a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful shot. Let's see where we're at now. 90. So we're at 90. So she hit, what, about 91, guys? Are we going to hit 91? We're going to hit 91. Yeah, 91, come on. Yes, we did it. We did it. We got 91. 91 miles per hour. So far, the top speed of this locomotive, this we got a long consist, guys. Not freaking bad. Look at this. Very decent. Very freaking decent. We can actually hear the music back here. It's funny. Look at that. Oh, that rock scuffed there. Take a couple shots and go through the late. Alright, guys. 92 miles per hour. We're at 92. We're doing this. Come on, guys. What do you think? Do you guys think we're going to hit 100? I think with the chat's positive energy, I think with Codvec's positive energy, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to hit 100 miles per hour in this train. The Amtrak E8, Phase 1, Bloody Nose, Silver Star, Long Consist. We're going to frickin' do it, guys. Oh, God. Wait, there's a grade. There's a grade. Oh, God. What if the sand comes? Oh, no. Does that help slow us down? Let's keep an eye on the speed right now. We're going up a little bit of grade. right, Mr. Weber? We need 91. Let's see if we get 93. Come on, guys. 93, come on. Come on. We only got 14 miles to Victorville. We need to hit 100 miles per hour till we get to Victorville. Let's do this. What do you guys think? Mr. Weber, Mr. Tidwell? We're gonna do it? This is a really sweet pacing shot. I agree on this. I agree. This is awesome. I love pacing videos and pacing shots. Alright guys, we are approaching 94 miles per hour. We have nothing but straight road in front of us, straight rail. We have 13 miles and counting en route to Victorville, where this train will end. This is a quick test run from Barstow to Victorville aboard the Southwest Limited with the Silver Star Long Consist with the Amtrak E8 DLC, trying to reach 95 miles per hour, excuse me, 100. We just cleared 94. Mr. Parler, I agree. Light engine, this thing will probably get to 100, no problem. No freaking problem. I'm almost wondering if we should take it to the Northeast Corridor, guys. That's where the engines are really put to the test. I have some cool stuff coming. I have some very cool stuff coming this year. I have some train simulator speed shootouts. They're coming. They're in the works. They're going to be awesome. They're going to be your favorite locomotives versus each other. We're going to see steam. We're going to see diesel, electric. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. Just wait. So we just cleared 95 miles per hour. That is our record for the evening. 95 and counting, guys. We are 10.5 miles outside of Victorville, approaching very quickly. We need to hit 100 miles per hour before we reach that location. We are working on it here, getting her up to speed. Come on, baby. Let's do this. I am very confident that we can hit that 100 miles per hour. So is the chat. Funny, right, Mr. Weber? We hit 100 miles per hour, all of a sudden it turns into a P42 with a superliner consist, like a Southwest cheap consist, like a modern phase 5 or phase 4B or something. That'd be freaking awesome. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. If you do want to catch the beginning of it, definitely watch the rebroadcast. Here's a little bit of more picture for you. She is, guys. Live, new, fresh. We are about to break 96 miles per hour with the Silver Star Long Consist. We got a freaking long consist, guys. Long, heavy consist. Oh God, what's happening? Fairly confident this consist, powered by these 3 E8s, but for sure get to 100 on a straight zero grade load. No problem. No freaking problem. That's right, Western State Kid. I do have to pick up that West Palm Beach. I know this place. I do have to pick up that DLC. So we are getting ready to actually enter the town of Victorville coming up very soon, guys. And I just don't think we're gonna be able to clear. I think 90. What was our record? Who was keeping track? Was it? Did we hit 96? Were we able to clear to 96, or did we just get right under 96? Anybody keeping track? And ladies and gentlemen, we're actually gonna have to hold on very tight here. We're coming onto a 60-mile-per-hour turn. So for those of you watching, I would say hold on tight. Hopefully she does not fall off the tracks. I don't think she will. I might be wrong. No, everything's good. Everything's quite well, actually. Okay. But I don't think we're gonna hit that 100-mile-per-hour speed, especially when we're getting speed limits of 40 coming out. We're done. We're done. We tried. We tried, mates. We tried. Get closer to the cab. Well, that was our run through the desert with the E8. It looks like we maxed out at about what was that, about 95.9 miles per hour, or did we actually clear to 96, if anybody could confirm? So I'm going to throttle down here unless you all want me to keep the throttle up and see if she derails in this 40 mile per hour zone, which I have no problem doing. So just, it wasn't me that let the train go this fast in the turn, it was all of you. And if this train comes off the rails right now, I had nothing to do with it. Did it make it? Oh, it made it. It made it. It made it around the curve perfectly. Look at that. Look at that sneaky snake through the Mojave little river area right here. Actually, that bridge in person is a pretty cool bridge. Back to the train. We hit 96. Awesome. Awesome, Robert. Awesome. So I'm just going to keep her pedal to the metal here. Oh my god. Guys, 96.3. 96.4. Let's do it. 100 miles per hour through Victorville. Let me hear the chat. Is that too much, Robert? Let's do it, guys. Did we hit 97? Can we do 97? We got 96 and a half. Man, I thought for sure it was be done. We have a mile and a half left. Almost at the end of the stream. Almost at the end of the road here. Can we hit it? Yes! 96.6! It's climbing. So close. So close. I am not giving up. We only have less than a mile, and I'm not going to give up. Unless I come off the rails right here. Holy crap. I don't think we will. But from this perspective, it sure as hell looks like it, right? 96.7. Come on, 98. Come on, 98. Let's hit 98 at least. Or at least maybe 97. Venus said Loco's in the yard here at Victorville. Help us. And it should automatically shut us down when we get into Victorville. Let's see what we can look at. We're fast. We're fast. We can hit 97. We hit 97. Come on, 97. Don't. Oh no! Oh no. Is the train going to crash though? See if the train even stays on the freaking rails right there. It shut us down. It shut us down. Almost. Almost. Ooh, that was a ride, guys. I'm actually exhausted from that. Wow. That was freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome, guys. Good show. Good show. That was awesome. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the E8. That was, you know, the new DLC. That was maybe somewhat of a surprise for a lot of us who woke up this morning and saw that in the train sim news, the train sim information. I want to say by far, guys, this is probably my favorite DLC I think I've purchased so far as aesthetically pleasing goes. I love the E8. I love Phase 1 Bloody Nose Amtrak. And I'm very impressed, guys. I'm very freaking impressed. You know? Very nice. Beautiful. Gotta love that red. Look at that red. Oh my god, look at that red. I mean, I'm just gonna take a screenshot just to have that red. I want that red, like, on everything now. But guys, that was it. That was the E8. You know, I don't know what else much more to say. That was awesome. That was an awesome stream. I appreciate everybody, everyone from stopping by. I appreciate it so much. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys made my night coming by the stream and talking, hanging out, saying what's up. Guys, that's awesome. You know, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to say hello in the chat. Don't forget to follow on Twitch. Check me out. Time to play the James, guys. There's so much more to come. You guys, I know we were almost there. 96.9. Almost freaking there, guys. We almost made it. Almost made it. So close. But you know, it has potential. There's much potential with this content. A lot. And this by far is probably, to me, like I said, my favorite DLC, aesthetically pleasing DLC that I've ever purchased ever. The sounds are awesome. I can live with the recycled F7 Western Pacific horn. It's fine to me. I love it. I love the prime mover sound. I love everything about it, guys. This is awesome DLC content. Definitely recommended. Look at Virgin. Hey John, if you're watching, Virgin, look at. Definitely awesome. Definitely worth it. I'm gonna leave the stream here with a view. Whoa! Whoa, guys! Something major, catastrophic just happened back there. Whoa! Oh my god! What was that? Holy shit! What the hell happened? There's a little bit of accident here at the station. This is just crazy. Holy shit. Why did that happen? Oh my god, it's a pileup. The crime scene. Stay away from there. Oh my god. Look at this. Train cars on train cars on train cars. Upside down train car. How the hell did that get upside down? That doesn't even make any sense. Ooh, hello. Hey, how did you do that? Are you magic? But what? This lady used her magic to destroy the... Look at that! Holy shit! What a way to end the stream, guys. The gnarly collision here at the Los Angeles Union Station that makes no freaking bloody sense at all. Oh my god. It even knocked into that train on that track? We have a 3-track train crash. What in God's name just happened? God is not in his name, but what in God's name? Oh my god. Mr. Weber, you're welcome. You're welcome for the stream, no problem. I'm sorry to end it in this collision here. I have no idea how this happened or what just happened here at Los Angeles Union Station, guys, but what a mess. Oh my god. What a mess. And as you can see, it even came over here and even took this train off the track. Wow, it was like dominoes. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a journalist. I like to document things. I can't believe it. Wow. Anyways, guys, I didn't mean to leave the stream in such a disaster. Such a wreck. Shit. Anyways. That was freaking funny. That was awesome. That was the Silver Star Long Consist. Look what it did. Oh man. So I'm gonna leave the stream tonight with this beautiful view of the new Amtrak E8, along with the devastating view behind us here at Los Angeles Union Station. Again, thank you guys for coming aboard. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the chat. Funny little ending we had here with everything. Also, I had a lot of fun with you guys in the end. I had a lot of fun, seriously, a lot of fun getting this thing up to speed, going as fast as possible, cheering it on. That was freaking awesome, guys. I love it. Mr. Tidwell, Mr. Parler, Mr. Weber, Godvec, Western State Kid. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being a part of this stream tonight. Thank you. Once again, go purchase this DLC. Do yourselves a favor. I think I'm going to be using this locomotive for quite a long time. I have a lot of cool pictures, a lot of cool screenshots to take. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to join us in the next live stream coming up in the next couple days here this weekend. Stick around. Some new, awesome, scuffed railroading content will be coming your way. Once again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking around. I am James, the host of Hybrid Hobby. Good night, everybody.